so much for hanging out with me today. If you're new here, I'm Cordelia and I love talking about bright and colorful indie makeup, gothic fashion, mental health, and lifestyle. About 95% of the videos that I create here on my channel are beauty related. The other 5% fall in one of those other categories. And I upload videos on the weekends and as many videos during the week as I possibly can. So please subscribe so you never miss out on one of my videos. So today's video is a controversial topic. It's on cruelty-free beauty brands that I won't buy from. I do want to set up a little caveat here that it's totally okay if we disagree. Some reasons that I won't buy from a brand are deeply personal, and I don't expect anyone else to have the same reason as me. Other reasons I don't buy from a brand, other people may or may not agree with, so it's okay if we disagree. I'm just telling you these are my opinions and these are why these brands are not going to get my money. Oh, and I do want to say that for me personally, if I see a brand make a mistake, and I see them make an apology that I consider a real apology, and I see them make changed actions, then I will accept their apology and usually move on. If I see a brand make a mistake, make an apology, and then make the same mistake again and again, I'm over it. I'm not going to, want to shop at that brand, but that's just me. I can give you a great example of this. There's a brand called Creepsville 666, which is an indie gothic alternative fashion brand. I like their stuff. They said something disparaging during the lockdowns and I think during when Black Lives Matter and all of their protests were happening, and they got called out for it. They apologized, they made amends, and they haven't repeated the same mistake. So I've been fine with that brand. Other people may have written them off. For me, I feel like if a brand, makes amends, shows that they're trying to do the best thing and move forward and be educated on the topic and not make the same mistake again, I see no reason not to forgive them and give another chance. But that's just me personally, and I understand that not everyone agrees. So now let's jump into my list of cruelty-free brands. Number 1 on my list is Anastasia Beverly Hills. There have been a lot of things that Anastasia Beverly Hills has done, but one of the final nails in the coffin for me was whenever they were posting things that were pro-Putin and pro-Russia during the Ukraine war. I am pro-Ukraine, so I am not a fan of anything or anyone that is pro-Russia. I found it pretty disgusting that the brand owner, Anastasia Soar, whatever her name is, was posting little love letter type things to Putin. It was so gross. So for me, personally, that's a brand I will not buy from again. The last item that I purchased from them was the Nirvana No. 5 palette, which was a purple eyeshadow palette, but yeah, no, I am done. The number 2 brand on my list that I won't buy from is Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I had reviewed them on my blog years ago before I knew that they were very controversial and horrible. They have continued to be controversial and horrible. They keep saying racist things, making apologies, and then doing racist things again. And to me, an apology without change is just manipulation. So that's like a narcissist manipulating you. So I won't buy from Jeffree Star Cosmetics because I feel like they are racist and they haven't learned from their mistakes. The number 3 brand that I will no longer shop with is Juvia's Place. I don't shop with Juvia's Place because the owner has said anti-Asian and racist stuff that bothered me. So I feel like there's been multiple instances and I haven't really seen any growth. So I'm not interested in shopping with them anymore. The number 4 brand on my list is JD Glow. Now, I loved their eyeshadows, I loved their liquids, I loved their multi-chromes. I thought they made great products, but then they made some comment about how they are anti-choice. And so, in my opinion, that means that they're anti-women having a choice of whether or not, they want to have an abortion. And abortion is medical care. I think it's something like 77,000 ectopic pregnancies a year, and the only way that women survive an ectopic pregnancy is by having an abortion. So it is medical care. It's something that women, people who get pregnant need to have access to this. So it really bothered me that JD Glow was very anti-choice. So I am anti-JD Glow. Number 5 brand on my list, oh my God, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. Jaclyn has done so many things from, ripping off smaller content creators to I think she has said a lot of weird, disparaging, potentially racist stuff. But for me, I guess the final straw was I saw that she was a Trump supporter. I've never bought anything from her brand, but seeing that pretty much was a nail in the coffin for me. I was done with the brand. And number 6 and number 7 on my list are also Trump supporters, and I am done with the brand. So number 6 is OFRA. I used to love OFRA Cosmetics. I thought they made really great highlighters, really high quality products, but because of the owner wearing a MAGA hat and being a Trump supporter, no. The number 7 one on my list is Nude Sticks. I believe they did the same thing. And you may be wondering, why are you so anti-Trump? Well, I'll tell you, Trump has single-handedly caused there to be has caused more violence in this country than I think almost any other person in the US. Because of him, we've had a rise in crimes against Jewish people, me, against people who are Asian Americans. There's been all kinds of anti-Semitism. So I am against anybody who stands for that or supports that. I'm not okay with that. The number 8 brand on my list is Arctic Fox, and that's because the owner, Kristen, whatever her name is, apparently was abusing her animals, like her pets, and that is horrifying to me. Like, when you have pets, you need to take care of them. You need to take them to the vet regularly. You need to do their shots. If something's wrong with them, you need to take them to the emergency vet. You know, you need to take care, like pets, like to me, pets are my family. So the idea of abusing a pet is abhorrent. It's disgusting. Number 9 on my list is Shane Sheglam. I know a lot of people like Sheen and Sheglam, but in my opinion, they are the epitome of the worst when it comes to fast fashion and fast makeup. They don't treat their workers well. They use low quality ingredients. I think they've had makeup pulled for having asbestos and other questionable ingredients in it that can be harmful to your health. So that brand gets a big hell no from me. Number 10 on my list would be ColourPop. Now, ColourPop has had a litany of issues, from inappropriate names, like naming like products that were meant for deep skin, things that were inappropriate. They've done cultural appropriation, and they did a collab with JKR, who is very famously anti-trans. She's TERF, so that put them off of my list. Some other brands that I am avoiding would now include GLAMLITE. I had wanted to try GLAMLITE, however, the way they handled the faulty CHUCKY palettes left a really bad taste in my mouth. A lot of my friends who ordered the CHUCKY palette said the CHUCKY palette was great, but about 1/3 of the people that I know who ordered and received a CHUCKY palette, their CHUCKY palette smelled like gross latex paint, did not perform well, and irritated their skin. So when they contacted GLAMLITE to get this fixed, they were ignored, their comments were deleted, they did not receive, a replacement, they didn't receive a refund, and to me, that's really bad customer service. So I don't want to buy from a brand who offers bad customer service, and I don't want to recommend that you buy from a brand that offers bad customer service. The fact that GLAMLITE was deleting comments off of their Instagram, not responding to emails, all of that is just like red flag after red flag after red flag, which is really disappointing because their Scooby-Doo palette looked awesome, but it's not worth it to me to risk possibly getting something that I would have an allergic reaction to. So no GLAMLITE. Next on my list is Menagerie Cosmetics, because, and this is a deeply personal issue to me, this is how the owner interacted with me. So this was around the time when my grandmother was really sick, so no, the brand gets a big no for me. I will never buy from them. I don't care how cute their palettes look or how nice their makeup looks. I'm not going to give them any of my money. Touch of Glam is another brand that has had notoriously bad customer service. The 1 or 2 times I ordered from them, it took an insanely long time to get my makeup. Like, I think it took like 30 or 40 days. It was ridiculous. So I will never buy from them again because I didn't feel like they had very good customer service, and their turnaround time was unreasonable in my opinion. Notoriously Morbid is another brand that I used to love but will not feature again because apparently the owner has some issues with racism, and I just don't want to be involved with that. And last but not least on my list is Luxie. I believe there's an issue with Luxie where she either was giving out customer info or there was some issue where customer info was leaked to other people, and I just don't want to have anything to do with that. So these are some cruelty-free brands that will not be seeing any of my money for various reasons. I know it can be very, very hard to try to keep up with all of the drama in the makeup community, and compassion fatigue is a very real thing. I have definitely hit compassion fatigue in the sense that I just don't feel like I can take up any more causes or any more issues because I'm exhausted, and I've had to step back from a lot of issues that I care very deeply about just because I don't have the energy to keep everything going in my life and work and keep myself sane and still be donating money and writing letters and joining campaigns and protesting things. So I have hit my limit for what I can handle. So how about you? What brands are you no longer going to support, or what brands have you, stopped supporting but recently started supporting again? I'm very curious. Please be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. I will see you in my next video. Bye.